Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to Journal, Jot, and Jive. If this is your first time, I didn't even introduce myself right. Let's try that again. Hey y'all, this is A. Renee from Journal, Jot, and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Hey J3 crew, what's going on? Alright, so today's video, it's gonna be a little different. Y'all getting some new things added on here. You know, the setup is still the same right now, but I wanted to, y'all, I think it's time for us to enhance how we're using planners, journals, and learning additional things. All right, we know I don't go alone to get along, and I love to kind of give a little insight on how I use things, how I'm including some additional things, and how we can improve in areas of our lives, right? So I am an avid book reader. I'm a bookworm. I read books. I listen to audiobooks. And every now and then I go in these stages where I kind of fall back, okay? And so lately I have fallen back. Side note, let's take a pause. Let's talk about these nails, okay, y'all?
They're a mess. I have a little war wound from work.
Burned my hand on the stove. And yeah, y'all, so my nails look a mess. I've been using these, what do you call them? They're like nail polish strips, right? And so I need to do them. So I just thought I would share that bit of information with you all, because it looks a hot mess. All right, y'all, okay, so I am reading The Magic Mala, okay? And so I wanted to show you that you can take notes on the books that you're reading. This is an easy read. My mom got me this book in, what year did she get it? She got me this book in 2018, almost, well, really 2 years to be exact. So July 28th, okay? And I love this book, okay? So when she first got it, she was like, just be open-minded, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, what is she talking about? Well, when I get in binds, y'all, I get emotional. I'm not gonna pretend like I hold it all together. I might hold it all together on screen and all of that stuff. Well, recently with everything going on, I have fallen into a depression in certain areas. I'm like, oh gosh, what is going on? And that depression has held me hostage in my productivity and advancing ahead. So I thought about it and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that book, The Magic Mala. And so this book actually helps you with your thought process. And like I said, it is an easy read. It's so interesting. You're just flipping the pages. Well, you can actually apply some of the things that are discussed in this book into your life. It does talk about manifestation. It talks about just the way that you think, the way that you process things, right? A lot of times we'll say, there's power in the tongue. If you're a Christian, you'll hear that. There's power in the words you speak. All of those. This book, it's just the scenarios that they have in there, right? So when I read it the first time, I started doing a little bit of highlighting. I know some people are probably like, oh, highlight inside of your book? Yeah, y'all. So I was highlighting in a couple of areas, but not as much as I would normally chop up a book. So I said, I want to reread this again because I am in another area of my life. And I want to make sure that I don't go down that rabbit hole of giving up and all of that. So I'm going to read this, and this go round I am going to take notes in my professional and personal development. To me, this book can apply to personal and professional, all right? So again, the name of the book is The Magic Mala. It's by Bob Olson, and I will put a link in the description box. It is an affiliate link. I would get a small percentage if you buy it from that link. So if you choose to do so, thank you. All right. So we already did a flip through and we talked about our professional development notebook. And I know for some people that might be like, okay, what the heck does that mean? How do I use it and all of that? Yesterday, I completed a time management page, and I showed y'all that on the community tab, inside of the community tab. So you were able to see that, zoom in, look, be nosy, do all the things, right? And I also put it on IG. Well, we're gonna create a page in here for the Magic Mala book. I am probably gonna keep, maybe, let's see, I'm gonna probably do a few pages, and I'm gonna move it up to the front. Now I have considered changing some of my tabs around, y'all. I'm thinking about it. And we also talked about a prayer request. Did I show this on here? I don't think I showed this on here, but this is a prayer request. I wrote a prayer down for the week, and that's that. So each week I will be putting a prayer request in my notebook, all right? And then of course this is our notes. And I had, wait a minute, y'all, where is it? I'm like, I had some additional notes. And I attended a master class, a free master class, y'all. And so I took some notes there. So I did want to kind of give y'all some more little insight into my professional development notebook. I don't want y'all to think, oh girl, she just doing a new thing so she can get some content material. No, we got work to do. We have work to do. All right, so let's move this into the section where we keep our podcast information and all of that. I think we can keep it right here for now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move some stuff around, y'all. I know I am. All right, and so this is gonna be our page for the book. Now, a couple of things that I will put in my notes for books. If it's words that I'm not familiar with, if it's phrases on there that I like and they're inspirational to me, I'm gonna put that on there. And tips. And y'all, when I read books and I want them to help me, I want them to apply to certain areas. So wherever they apply, I'm gonna put that information. So as I read this book and we do some videos, I'll periodically flip through here for you all so y'all can kind of see. So I would love, if you're open to it, for many of you all to read this book along with me in this month. Now I know some of y'all might be like, girl, I ain't no speed reader now. What you mean in this month? We have 2 weeks. So, you know, if you're gonna go ahead and get the book, go ahead and get the book. And then if you don't finish it by the end of this month, that's fine. But I would love for us to have a little bit of chat time about what you're reading, what you're gaining from it. And maybe we can do a few lives in the Facebook group, all right? So if you're not in the Facebook group, go ahead and join the official Facebook group. Now, this group is for women only. Yeah, so you know, y'all don't be mad if I'm like, oh, I can't let you in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting this up, y'all. That's gonna be pretty much the premise of this video. It's, hey, we got a book to read. If you're interested, go ahead and get it. And I'm just setting up the page so I can start taking notes and stuff on it. And then, like I said, we can do some discussions inside of the Facebook group. If you're interested in that, put a book, or nah, we don't need to put emojis on YouTube. I think they strike. But put I'm interested, or I want to read that, or I have read that, or even the book that you're reading. Let me know. All right, so that's that, y'all. Y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get into it. And I'm So I know I said I wasn't gonna come back, but y'all know I don't ever do what I'm supposed to do sometimes. I did want to do a quick flip through, right, to kind of explain what you see on here. All right, so this is just the front page, so I know this is where my notes are enclosed. Okay, so we're gonna flip through. We just did a little washi tape, put the name, who it's by, and then a sticker. And then we flip over, y'all. So I have the word notes, inspiration, read and reflect, and then I color coded. Y'all, color coding is just like, it's soothing for me, and it actually helps. All right, it helps me. So I have certain things that I do when I read books. If there is a word that I feel like I do not know, and I have tried to use the words around the sentence, above and beyond, and I still don't understand what that word is, guess what? We're going to define it, okay? So if you've ever used my journal prompts, I always give words to define. Reading a book is no different, y'all. If you don't know the word, don't skip through. You need to understand what you're reading. It's okay, whether you're 18 or 100, okay? If you don't know the word, look it up. You got Google, you got dictionary, look it up, all right? Then I have inspiration and motivation. So you know how there might be a line in the book and you might, you might feel something from that. It's okay. Use it and let's see. So for example, when I mentioned the defining, I took Latin in high school. I've been out of high school for 20 years. Yeah, I didn't remember all of that, but it gave you a little bit of the definition within there. And it gave you some additional knowledge on that. So I underlined it and I highlighted it. And then if there is a phrase or something that motivated you, this says the universe is always supporting me. So I underlined that sentence, so that might be an inspiration for me. And then you have life application. If there's something in the book that speaks to you and you can apply it to your life, then you're going to write that, and then underneath it, how does that apply to your life? How are you going to change something, or how can you identify or relate to it? I love taking notes like that, okay? And then at the end, if you want to rate the book, you can put a section somewhere in there and do that. All right, so I wanted to just give a brief overview of that. And so I hope you all set up a page for the book you're reading, but I hope you all read this one with me, especially if you are in a season of discomfort, a season of uncertainty. This book is really, really good for that, okay? So I will catch y'all on the next one.